unfortunately, you know, as technology evolves, so do the many ways that people get into it. And this goes back to my first kind of stint with KETIV, the first time I got hired and started working with Vault. It was like traveling to a customer. Luckily, they were local, going in and trying to figure out, can we recover this data, right? So ransomware, for those of you that fortunately haven't had any experience with it, what it does is it goes after your data, kind of encrypts it, and then makes it unusable, right? Unfortunately, not only do they go after your data, they go after your backups. So if everything is kind of on the same environment, kind of, you're getting your data on the D drive, your backups on the E drive. They'll get both. They'll encrypt both, and now you have no way of recovering, right? And unfortunately, they ask for a lot of money to unencrypt it and give it back to you. And even then, they're criminals. That there's no guarantee that they're going to do it anyway once you pay. So what we ended up having to do is literally go around to every user's machine and grab what they had downloaded, right? This is one of those happy incidents where best practices weren't being followed. We typically say, hey, once you're done working on files, clean out your working folder, and make sure that you're not blowing up your hard drive, right? You're not running out of space. Well, in this case, a lot of the people weren't cleaning out their working folder. So when we went around grabbing pieces here and there, had to figure out, which one had a newer one, which one is the latest one, and kind of piece it all back together. But that just one of the things we definitely recommend is offload your backups once you grab them, offload them to the cloud, offload them to a separate drive, a physical drive that is not connected to the network, not connected to your machine. And that way, if this does happen, because unfortunately we get phished, we get all those emails, we get tricked. We're taught to recognize the Apple iTunes gift cards now, but phishing still happens. So if you do get caught like that, you're in a better spot. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, and it's also good to make sure your backups are running. I do a lot of maintenances with our customers, and one of the things that we do see is issues with backup, and then we go in and we fix them and make sure that they're running. So you just want to make sure that you got a good backup solution in place. And like Jose mentioned, offload those backups once they're created. Put them up in the cloud, put them somewhere else. Disaster recovery is what they call it.
yeah, critical disasters are a thing, and being prepared is good.